the best calisthenics program for building lean muscle and strength coming up. Crew members, how you doing, my friends? I hope you had a good day, and this is what I think when I see you on the other side of the camera. That was so weird, man. Anyway, if you're new to this channel, as well as, you know, being new to bodyweight training and calisthenics, then you need to subscribe to the channel now and turn on those notifications. Because if you want to unleash your body's infinite potential, then you come to the right place, so make sure you hit that button and turn on that bell. And of course, you know, before every whiteboard video, we gotta make sure that we are hydrated before we get into the good stuff. So, without further ado, cheers to you, my friend, and what is wrong with me today? Right, so first things first, let's cover what I know works. So when it comes to calisthenics and bodyweight training, for me, I am, like, with my clients and myself, I'm all about, you know, getting the most results in the least time possible, right? Focusing on the exercises and the workout routines that give you the largest bang for your buck. So what I know that works, right? So far, there's 3 routines I'm aware of. One is full, I hope you can see this. 1 is full body, 2 is upper, lower, and 3 is pretty much the combination of the 2. So in this case, you would do full body 3 times a week on non-consecutive days. Upper lower, you would do both of them 2 times a week, so that would be 4 total workouts in the week. And then a combination of 2 is that you would do upper, lower, full body. So an example, so this is 3 days. So an example would be upper on Monday, lower on Tuesday, and then full body on Friday. So again, based on these 3, full body is really great, particularly for beginners who are new to calisthenics and starting out, because obviously with full body we usually go for 3 times a week. In fact, like full body, when I have clients who are starting calisthenics, full body 3 times a week is literally the way we do the deal and the way we get those gains in. And so with full body, this is usually on non-consecutive days. So that could be like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, you get the gist of it. And then pretty much the reason why full body is so beneficial, especially for beginners, is the high frequency element. Because, you know, when you want to master the basics of like the pull-ups, the push-ups, progressing onto one leg squat and such, and additional core exercises, of course, these do require an element of skill to it, right? And so obviously when we are training frequently, obviously we are going to learn the fundamental movement patterns of those exercises far quicker, right? And so that's where full body is really great for those who are starting out in particular. And if you want to see like these types of bodyweight workouts, especially full body, I'll link a card here for you to check out all those gains that you can pick up on the table. And then upper lower, I hope that makes sense now. So what you do with upper lower is it's more for those who kind of have already built a good base in strength with calisthenics, because the thing that's really good with upper lower is that you can focus on your primary exercises while also doing or having the time and energy to do accessory exercises, which will help target specific weak links that you may have, which will ultimately maximize your strength, maximize your gains, and minimize injury risks, so that, you know, you can make the most gains. So obviously upper is chest, back, shoulders, and arms, right? And then lower is pretty much legs and abs. Right, so next of all, is that even a term? We are going to look at structure, right? So when it comes to programming for an optimal calisthenics routine, you want to focus on 3 things. 1 is primary exercises, 2 is secondary exercises, and then 3 is accessory exercises, right? So what I mean by this is that primary is obviously the main exercises that you want to get stronger in. Secondary is again similar to primary, in fact that it's most likely still going to be compound full body exercises like calisthenics is primarily focused on, but obviously they are still kind of supplementing that primary exercises, if that makes sense. And then accessory is where we'd kind of like lower down the intensity, if that makes sense. Accessory can even be isolation exercises where pretty much you focus on specific weak points that can really help you accumulate more volume to then also trigger more of a hypertrophy response, so that you can in turn build more strength and muscle during recovery. But also again, accessory is really great for, again, maximizing your performance and minimizing injury risk, so that you don't have any weak links in the chain that are likely going to snap up if you neglect them. Right, so we have got the good stuff. I hope you can read this, and pretty much I am going to quickly go over the good stuff. And of course I don't have any specific exercises here as of right now, because I've got a ton of bodyweight workouts on this YouTube channel already, which you can check out right here if that tickles your fancy, that you can apply after looking at this. Then we look at full body, right? Here we talk about vertical pull and vertical push. So obviously vertical pull is going to be a pull-up or chin-up variation. A vertical push is going to be pretty much either pressing overhead, like with pike push-ups, or dips, right? Horizontal pull is simply going to be body rows. Horizontal push is going to be push-up variations. Squat is going to be a squat variation, obviously with calisthenics working towards the one leg squat. A hinge is pretty much going to be pretty much as with squats, it's more of a knee dominant exercise. Hinge is more hip dominant, so you want to do with calisthenics, great exercise is, you know, hip thrust, glute bridge, hamstring bridge variations. And then, oh, I haven't actually finished this one. Pretty much here at the end is anterior core and posterior core. So obviously, you know, if we want the best looking and functionally strong set of abdominal muscles, we want to make sure that we are training the entire core. And so anterior core is obviously more focused on the abs and, you know, the core, like making up the front side of our body, right? And so obviously you know the drill, like knee raise, leg raise variations, hanging leg raises on dip bars on the floor, all that good stuff. That's going to hit your anterior core. Posterior core is something where it's going to target more the glutes and hamstrings, the rectus spinae, the lower back, in the posterior core. And so obviously a great exercise for that, particularly for beginners who would do more of a full body, is, you know, the arch body variations, which is of course covered on this YouTube channel already. Then we look at upper, vertical push, vertical pull, horizontal push, horizontal pull. That's all been covered there already. And then shoulder / arm work. So this is pretty much like the accessory work I was talking about. And so this can really vary based on your goals and needs. Pretty much what like you want to focus on. That could be particularly if you could literally do one accessory exercise for the upper. I would really focus on getting a strong rotator cuff, doing some external rotations. That is very important in calisthenics. You may want to do some direct arm work, or you may want to do some extra scapular work. That has already been covered on this YouTube channel already. Basically, I would say really 3 accessory exercises tops, right? Whether that is arm work, specific scapular or rotator cuff work, or straight arm exercises related to that. That is based on your goals and needs, which of course is something I cover with my clients when we do more of periodized plans. And then lower body, so knee dominant, hip dominant ×2. So what I mean by that is knee dominant is going to be squatting variations where pretty much it's more of your quads that will get stimulated, whereas hip dominant is where your glutes and hamstrings are going to get more stimulated. And so the reason why I say ×2 is because obviously if you're doing bodyweight only, you definitely want to be getting more volume, as obviously bodyweight is some maximal load, and we want to be hitting those legs hard. And actually, with that said, I'm pretty sure I actually kind of cover this type of structure in one of my latest legs and ab workouts on this YouTube channel, which I will link up here for you to check out. And then core, again, kind of covered here. I think if you did all of that, you'd only maybe really need like one ab exercise. And then calf raises, again, like bodyweight calves is already something I've covered on this YouTube channel. Double leg, right? You could add weight to it, or single leg to carve out some muscle imbalances. Yeah, that's pretty much that. And sets, reps, rest time, again, that's really gonna vary on you, but really like sets can really range from like, you know, literally as little as 1, particularly if you're doing like accessory exercises, and up to 5 when you're doing more of your primary exercise. But usually like 2 to 4 sets is a good rule of thumb. And obviously you want to focus more on more volume for your primary exercises, and obviously for the accessory exercises at the end of your workouts, you don't need that much volume. And then reps, obviously good rule of thumb is focusing on lower reps for strength, higher reps for muscle hypertrophy, and then for rest, you kind of flip that around. Obviously for strength, you want to rest more, and for hypertrophy, you want to focus on resting less to get more of that metabolic stress going on. And of course, with all of this, right, I have given you a lot of knowledge, but as we know, knowing is not enough. We must do. So make sure you take action, my friend, on this, and pretty much apply everything that is most applicable to you. And yeah, that is about it really. So I hope you enjoyed this video, my friend. I hope you enjoyed watching every single minute, every single second of this video. And of course, as always, make sure to like this video and comment down below that this video came at good hand to you if it did. And also comment down below a question on my behalf is, what does your current training routine, calisthenics bodyweight workouts look like right now? Comment that down below, and both myself and everybody else on board the Gains Trade Express would be curious to know and interact with one another. And so, as that is enough for me today, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, my friend, and as a crew member of the Gains Trade Express, keep moving forward.